welcome back to our Extra Life 2025 and Ambrosia Sky launch celebration stream. I am once again Colin, community manager for Soft Rains, and joining me is Meg. Hello, Meg. Meg, you were writer, narrative, and also community on Season, A Letter to the Future. Yep. In all those, I was there with you. Both Meg and I worked I specifically worked for Evolve, which was contracted to work on Season by Scavengers in Montreal. And yeah, you worked at Scavengers for a bit until you didn't, because Season didn't particularly do super well. Yeah. Oh, 1 second. Your audio is wrong. Yeah. Let's see here. You're good. It's my fault. Yeah. Okay, did I say something? No, you're still not showing up. Why is? Yeah, that's not your fault. I know. If you can't hear Meg right now, don't worry. It's because OBS is currently not picking up Discord audio for some silly reason. 1 second, folks. Why is this not? Okay, it is. I have chosen Discord. Is there too many Discord? Oh my god, just because the audio comes out of one Discord thing, so I just have to pick the right Discord thing. Try saying something. Nope. This Discord. I know. Okie dokies. I know. Okay, you're in pop out chat. You're doing the thing you're supposed to do. Okie dokies. I was like, I'm not gonna have any tech issues. Just kidding. I'm going to have many tech issues, apparently. Um, what the heck? Discord? Try saying something again. No, no, that didn't work either. Does this work? Say something. No, gosh, darn it. Okay, we're gonna play this by. We're gonna try something different. Um, I'm going to fix this. I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna mute the game capture, and I'm just going to add all of my audio that is coming out of my computer into one spot. This is not how you're supposed to do it. But
Desperate times.
Desperate times. Okay, give me some audio.
These are words. More words.
There we
Yay!
are. Don't know why I had to
How
do that.
exciting.
Okay, we're gonna try that intro
Technology.
again. Now that people can actually hear you. Once again, I'm still Colin, community manager for Soft Rains, and joining me is Meg, community, narrative, marketing, many hats. Over at Scavengers, we both worked on Season together. That's the summary.
Very good, very good. Hello.
Thank you for joining me, Meg, on this. Oh, excuse me. Very snowy morning in Toronto, or snowy afternoon now. Is it snowing in Montreal?
It was snowing for a little bit, and now it's just gray. But they put the pebbles out, and I hate the pebbles because
Oh,
they don't do salt in Montreal. They just put little pebbles so the ice freezes with like little bumps in them. But it doesn't stop me from falling. It just means that I collect pebbles throughout the season that then I must exile from my house.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, your audio seems to be working. I'm gonna make a bold choice and try to do the thing again. No, that didn't work. I tried to re-add the thing that lets me do the Discord audio. I might just have to the thing I'm probably gonna have to do is close OBS and reopen it, but I'm not doing it midstream, so we're dealing.
Yeah, fair.
We're here. Okay, we're gonna hear. Folks in chat, thank you, Pakuska. Thank you for helping with audio stuff. Of course, now I have the game and Meg coming through the same thing, so if the game is too loud, I'm gonna have to adjust it in game.
Yeah.
We are starting from the beginning. I have something to. I have a shame to admit.
No.
I still haven't finished season.
My God, it's been years.
Yeah. Also, sorry that I keep turning away from the mic. I keep turning towards my second monitor to do OBS stuff. I should be better once I'm actually playing. Yes, I still have not beat season. Not that.
It's not really something.
Go ahead.
Beat. It's an experience.
Yeah, that's true. I'm gonna turn the game down a little bit just so we don't have the game overpowering us too much. Oop, that might be too much.
It still doesn't scream at you.
Yeah, let's keep it at 70, and then let us folks know if audio's too loud. We're gonna obviously the game is voiced, so we're gonna try not to step on the voice acting too much. Although actually no, we are gonna step on the voice acting a bunch because that would be a lot of us not talking if we didn't step on the voice acting. I'm gonna turn down the voices a smidge too. The game is subtitled also, so you'll be able to see that when that happens. Borderless windows. I don't know. I can do ultra. Let's do medium. I was like, what shadow quality can I do? Probably this is. I did not know season had DLSS.
Yes.
Huh. Sure.
It's pretty.
Sure. I'll turn that on. If it'll help my frame rate. I don't know. So Meg, working on season was an experience.
Yes, it was. And I think like the interesting part of it all was I originally worked in nonprofits. I actually worked for sick kids for a bit. Okay. Yeah. So it was really exciting when I was like, oh, you're raising money for the kids. I know the children. Well, not the children that are there currently, hopefully. So it was a while ago, but this season was my first game industry job. And I definitely feel like I was baptized in the fires through this experience. And I'm happy I did it though. Like it ended up being a really good team and a really good project towards the end. But the first couple months,
where'd you find my
interesting.
That's one way of putting it.
Yeah.
What I put down on these pages.
This was a game. I loved working on season. I loved working with you on season.
No one has left here since before I was born.
I think
you were great.
We were hamstrung by choices that were made above us.
A few days ago when my best friend had a
choices that we would not have made ourselves.
Vision that the elder said.
No, there's a lot of choices that I go back and I'm like, God damn
the world
it.
is about to enter.
That would have been so good.
If we had been able to show anything from the game that was beyond the first hour, basically,
that would have been beautiful. So our art director is a super talented man, and he just wanted everything to be perfect before it went out because he didn't want anyone to have any expectations that didn't like drop in expectation. Yeah. Because something was a work in progress. So because of that, we didn't have like any marketing material.
Yeah. I should clarify. When I said earlier on the stream that I have not beaten season, it also means that there are a large chunk of this game that I have. My name is in the credits for that I have not seen.
It's such a beautiful game.
It's a beautiful game.
Oh well.
It has such an incredible art style. It has some incredible writing, which Meg, please point out writing that is yours when you see it.
Okay. Yes.
Especially in the world building stuff. Yeah, Meg, how do you...
Stop the change that is
How do...
coming,
As
but
we're
this
stomping all over
will
this intro
live
bit,
on
so
in
how
these
would you summarize...
What
What
it
is this
looks
game?
like,
What are we doing? Why are we...
sounds like,
Why is Estelle here? Who is
how it
Estelle?
feels to be alive right now. I'm writing to you
So
at the
there's a
crack of
village
dawn
on top of a mountain
on the
called
morning
Caro
I leave
Village,
home.
and that's where Estelle grew up.
I can smell the
And
breakfast
when
cooking in the
Estelle
other
was
room.
young, her father
I can
died
hear
in a
my
climbing
mom's voice.
accident. And a couple years later, her friend Pate had this dream that the season was going to end. So she wanted to go out and explore the world and document what this season was, and what the change is going to be, and document that all and then take it to the museum vault, which is a place where everything is safe from the changing of seasons, and it's basically a record keeping. And the idea behind it is like she wants to explore things that her father wasn't able to do, but he craved to do through his climbing. So instead of going up, she decides to go down the mountain.
So we're here in Estelle's room now, which I love the opening sequence of this game. There's a lot of little stuff to interact with, which I think we'll hold off until we need to interact with them for the amulet purposes.
Yeah. Actually, you should pick up that bear.
Oh.
A little bear on the chair.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Hooray!
So when we were designing some of like the text boxes for the interactables in this room, this was the first thing I worked on. So I had to keep hitting the pull string button. And I listened to him like maybe 100 times, this little bear.
Oh my god. Hooray! Okay.
Hooray! And then he goes, I'm tired. And I was like, same, buddy. Same.
That is wild.
Yeah.
Why is he the most unenthused bear dog man?
I have no idea. Like, as a kid, I had this little bear that was a counting bear, and he would get so upset when you stopped pressing his buttons. He'd be like, "Hey, partner, where'd you go?" Because he was Texan.
Oh, okay.
Counting bear for some reason.
Got it. You gotta be Texan.
Yeah.
To be a counting bear.
And then you would click something, and he will, Yahoo! And you're like, what the? Okay.
Oh my god.
And he would run forever. He wouldn't turn off. You would abandon him in the bathtub and be like, please, God, stop.
Let's talk to our mom. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
You're up. It's gonna be a beautiful morning. I'm making progress. I found the burner, camera, recorder, travel bag. Breakfast is in progress. Still gotta make a pendant. We haven't used this in so long. Good thing I saved the instructions. Just as you would use a shield to protect your body, an identity pendant protects your mind. Your thoughts, memories, everything that makes you, you.
This is such a neat concept and a very interesting way to start the game.
Mm-hmm.
I also love her jacket.
Yes, I was just staring at the birds and being like, man,
I want
this
this.
is so good.
But if you're going into the
Also, for the
outside
longest
world,
time, this was voiced by
you
our
know when
producer,
you've got
Margarita,
parents
so
shielding
hearing
you.
the voice actor feels wrong to me.
Also very fair. Shielding is what?
diseases of the mind, like the dream sickness.
Where'd the pens come
It
from?
was Dr. Fumio's last invention.
Oh, we'll
He
learn about
realized
Dr.
that some
Fumio.
psychedelic maladies were impossible
Mhm.
to cure. So he made the pendant to prevent them in the first place. If you have a better idea how to protect your brain from being destroyed, let's hear it. That's what I found.
Fair.
In times of
Thanks,
fear,
Mom.
A pendant can be used to identify a body. Let's skip that part. Objects have two layers, the physical and the mental. The pendant
So
makes
this
your
I really
self-worth.
like, the idea of the physical and the mental, because there's this concept called hauntology that I talk about a lot in my academic work, where basically things hold memories and thoughts and they can trigger memories. So Like,
Feed the object
for
into the
example,
brain.
when I like look at my bookshelf, I think of my partner Ben and like how he was
The memory
feeding
must be there.
the boards through my window to get them into our apartment. And those are just like memories that come to mind because of the item that
means
is
I'll
there.
forget the memory
And there's
after I
probably
see it.
like plenty of things in your life that you'll have that you'll look at and you
It's
have
supposed to
these
be
memories
painless.
attached to them, but you don't really
Painless.
think about why they're attached or how they're attached. It's just a phenomenon in your brain.
Okay, so
So that's what we're
This all
doing is we're
takes
collecting
sugar
these
across
things
and some
and
sound.
analyzing memory with that.
I remember.
We're getting some tier list relitigation in chat currently, which is fair.
Oh no.
Which is very fair. If you missed our earlier segment with tier list, the whole stream will be archived, which is one of the reasons why we're bringing the stream down between segments, so that I can easily archive them, so I don't have to try to shove a 24-hour video into After Effects and cut it down from there.
Oh.
No, Twitch will archive them into nice, neat, and tidy segments for me to just download and export.
Good.
Save myself some work later on.
We all rested together.
So one of the details that was important that we sort of talked over a little bit is that as we choose memories for this pendant, Estelle's mother will forget the memory attached to it.
Mm-hmm. The memory goes into the protection process.
Mm-hmm. So whatever we choose, she will
What an odd
lose.
feeling.
Mm-hmm. She has one for each
Like an
sense.
Yeah.
So you've just done hearing.
The empty space fills itself back in.
That is, this is such a interesting thought of like losing that memory, but then you immediately forget you lost that memory.
Until
Like
I
it's
forget
like,
that.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
I
until I
anything
forgot
at
that I
all.
forgot anything at all.
I'm glad I'm only losing a few memories. If I lost too many, I wouldn't even know who you are. You should pick the rest of the objects. I'll lose the memories, but you'll have them independent forever. So they should be important to you. They should be parts of your identity you want to be sure to protect.
Does this? I don't know the answer to this. Does the memory choice ever come up later, or is this just sort of for this sequence?
I don't think it ever comes up later because
Okay.
I don't remember
So think
programming
about
any
what these
VARs
items
into
and
it.
the memories would preserve about you.
So yeah, I definitely
We
had
were-
that like head canon
Oh.
of like what Estelle do I want to be when I was
Yeah.
choosing items.
Find an object
Yeah,
with a
I think we
strong
talked
odor
about that earlier on where
and
like
that holds
depending
it.
on what you picked changed some of her personality.
Mm.
But then the scope just
Scope is the death of all cool features.
it really is because we're like, okay, so she'll have a couple different dialogue choices, and then we're like, oh god, the branching.
Yeah, as soon as you're like, let's do different dialogue choices, you're like, oh god, I have so much respect for Obsidian now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna take a peek through this room. I can't remember what I chose when I played.
Honey, wax, baby, waves. I was loved by people I have no memory of.
I do love this candle. That's really fun.
Yeah. And I will say one of the features I worked on was the ability so that when you picked it up, it didn't play the voice line again, which made me very happy, and part of the reason why the dog cursed me as well. We would like interact, and then it would be like, hooray!
And to do it over and over again.
Yeah, and then Estelle would be like, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Please, Estelle, please.
Oh, God. Yeah, lesser known fact, some quality of life features in games are just because developers go, oh god, I can't do this anymore.
Darkness.
Yes.
This speaks to how my mom loves
And you're
me.
like, it's so uncomfortable if like every time we pick something up, Estelle says the same thing. It's just like, it's so
It's very
breaky where you're
video
like-
gamey.
Yeah. So if you click on like the same thing twice, it'll just be like,
Childhood.
remember again.
Too
I'm like,
sweet,
thank
too
goodness.
I
always
like
wanted to experience
Good for
these
body
things.
aches, congestion, blocked nasal cavity, hot ears, upside down stomach disorder, flights of fancy, dorsal inflammation, spastic melancholia, loud dreams, pond foot, wandering tingles, moon burn, and birthdays.
You gotta watch out for that moon burn, man. Sneaks up on you.
Oh, no guarantee applies. Nothing in life is guaranteed, really. Was that you? Which one of these are you writing wise?
This was not me. I
Uh-huh.
think I did the candle.
Okay, yep.
I'm remembering.
Nothing. I used to see souls everywhere.
But I remember getting really excited when there was a ginger drink because it is my favorite drink.
Okay.
Yeah, I am a hoe for ginger.
Do you have a like specific item that you always like to choose? Like, do you have a preferred? Or I guess item. Yeah, I guess for this first one,
Yeah.
for scent.
There's like in front of you that little statue guy, the ceramic animal.
Oh yeah.
I like him.
Faint, damp canyon. A friend gave me this a long time ago.
Hope you like him more than you would have liked a fish. This definitely implies like a very like a long-lasting existing friendship between Estelle and is it Pate?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pate.
Yeah. Is there a story there? Like, did he try to give her a fish and she didn't?
Yeah, Pate loves fishing,
Oh, okay.
but they live on a mountain.
Right. Right, that makes that a little tricky.
So he loves the idea of fish and the idea of fishing, but he has never caught anything. So it's the idea of like wondering what's out there and wishing for something.
That's fair.
Yeah.
We got some chatter in chat about loving rotating an object, which, yes, I was about to say, I love rotating an object. I love the Life is Strange, and other games of this first, but Life is Strange always comes to mind of just like picking your way through a detritus of a room and sort of learning stuff about whatever character that is about.
Yeah. This is a sneaky way too to like work on cognitive dissonance where you're like,
dust.
Oh, Estelle's gonna give you background on the world and her life instead of being like, I remember when I was a child and this thing happened.
Exactly. A Catalog of Strangers is an introduction to the more frightful aspects of this world. A reasonable amount of fear and fun makes for prudent children. A fearsome tales for blasé children is a great...
It's like fairy tales. Cinderella's sisters cutting off their heels. Gotta warn the kids. In earlier iterations, Estelle also had a girlfriend. Which I was really sad when she got cut. Her name was Claude. And like some of the items got repurposed. So I think there was like candy.
Yeah, there is candy in the other room, yeah.
Yeah, and it got repurposed to say like Pate or something gave it to her, but it was originally like this person that she was very close with, and it like sort of like hinted at the relationship because you had a dream or a memory with Claude where they're like hanging out and then they end up like holding hands or something. Like it's very very simple.
I think I ended up choosing the candy when I played.
Yeah.
We'll do that with the flowers, probably. The flowers come from her dad's climbing, right?
Yeah, you can only get them from up high.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember when I was playing, I was like, I want to pick something of like her dad's, I want to pick something of her mom's, and I want to pick something of like her friends, and I try to do it kind of that way. Let's pick the candy. Let's just go full. Let's respect the girlfriend who got cut.
I.P. Claude.
Candy from the table.
Let's breathe in deep. I remember. These were a present from your friend Pate.
No, they weren't.
Yeah.
It was such a special day, and I didn't eat a single one.
That's such a mood, though. I know.
Hard as rocks.
I remember growing up with like Halloween candy. My sister and I were very opposite. She would like love to save stuff as long as she could to the point where it getting stale. Where I was like, all of it immediately.
The candy was meant to give one moment of sugary joy, and you realized, we talked about this, that by trying to save them, they lost their purpose. It might have been better to just enjoy them in the moment.
Also, I didn't notice this earlier, but we 26 minutes ago we got a $55 donation from Anonymous. So thank you. It's a good reminder that we're streaming for Sick Kids Toronto for Extra Life to raise money for Children's Hospital.
Yeah, donations like that are the reason why there was an MRI machine installed above my office, which made whoop, 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 whoop sounds all day long. You know how well it was used. It was very loved.
Pick something with a texture you like.
Texture. Okay, let's go. What do you usually pick for texture? I know, actually. I know what I'm going to pick.
You're going to pick him?
Yeah.
Limbs. This speaks to how my dad.
Hooray! I'm tired. Burn him.
Burn him.
Choosing.
Mr. Lotto.
Okay.
Poor Mr.
Feel
Lotto.
the object. I remember.
Yeah, I
It's
remember
taken everywhere with
playing
you.
this game recently, because this was kind of the first time I sat down to play it after having worked on it. I was surprised by how deep the
One night,
journaling
you
mechanics
forgot him
were,
in the plaza.
like how much control I
Yeah.
had over doing. But I feel like that journal stuff came together real last minute, because I was like, if this was working way earlier, I would have marketed the shit out of it.
It
was
was
cold and
insane
rainy
because
that night.
originally how it worked was like you would just
Your
go
dad
pick up
leaped
something.
into action.
We would have a
As if the
variable
goal was a
tag on it, and then
real
that
memory.
variable tag would
Dad was
automatically
into
put
his
it in the
face as he
journal.
Yeah.
ran out
So you
into
had
the
no say
store.
over it. So
But
sort of
he was
like
serious.
Life
No
is
hesitation.
Strange mechanic, I think, with like the second one where you get a
When your dad
journal,
returned
Yeah.
with
where
the
you're just
doll,
like, blop,
forgot
there
for
you
a moment.
go.
It's
And
just
I got really
fine.
stressed out because I'm like, I don't know how to make these
Stitched together
pretty.
the
This
form
is
of
a lot of
animal.
pressure
It felt as if he had
because
his
people are
hand,
going to see the
as
scrapbooking
you
and be like,
projected
oh, it's going to be
mentally what
beautiful.
was
And then
dear
I
to you.
panicked.
But you were
And
home
my coworker
for a
Jane
little while.
ended up in like the last couple months just like completely changing it and figuring out how to make it so interactable. And it was insane.
Yeah, that's shout out to Jane. Like,
Yeah.
oftentimes, and you see this in dev sometimes, like a beloved feature or like a quality of life something is just like one developer being like, screw it, I'm fixing this.
Yeah. And Jane's background is like as an artist.
Yeah.
And she's a forager as well. She's making a game about foraging in Ireland now, which is really cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. That's what she did.
Let's do
She ran off the
something
whales for a little
Pick
bit
something
and
that
like ended up working at
looks nice.
a wellness center in the woods teaching foraging, and then she ended up in Ireland after
Wild.
season.
Just wild.
Yeah.
Okay, now we gotta grab something for sight, I think is our last one.
Flowers, flowers, flowers.
Okay.
Let's make everyone sad.
Yeah. You know the saddest option.
Dried mountain flowers. Nothing is ever lost.
So, what did you end up
Is this the one that she tries to talk you out of picking?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Your dad used to bring these flowers home from his climbs. They only grow high up in the mountains. He was a great climber. He even found us a new source of water. I hoped after he would climb less, maybe even retire. But he always wanted to explore, and the only direction to go was up. Maybe the Elder is letting you leave out of guilt for what happened to your dad. If someone has the energy to leave, it needs to go somewhere. He fell into the Fitz ravine. We never found his body. But doesn't he rest with us at night? Doesn't he appear in our dreams? How can such a human being depart this earth without leaving behind a trace? A trace as strong as the flowers would still have their scent. Darling, I don't want to lose this one. I can't lose this one. Can we put the flowers back, please?
I like how you could be like, stronger the memory.
Yeah. What you could ask chat. What does chat want?
Chat,
Are we gonna burn?
Chat, are we burning flowers? Are we dooming this memory of her departed father? And having her mom forget it. Burn! Burn was the option.
You're right.
Oh, Ben. He's all upset. He's like, "Why are you making us sad?" And then make her forget.
For taste, we can eat breakfast and feed some to the burner.
She can't be sad about something she doesn't remember.
The memory I'll lose is the one we're forming right now. I want you to have it forever.
See, Ben brings up like a good point, which is like the moral of the game in some ways, which is like how powerful memory is, and are we better off forgetting? Which is interesting in a concept. It's like, can you pass on generational trauma if you have no trauma to remember?
That's true.
Or is that a trauma in itself?
Now you're protected by lost memories. A gem of home around your neck. This is my only condition for letting you go. You must promise me never to take the pendant off. And never tamper with it.
Of course.
Okay? Then I'm okay with you leaving. I think your camera
Was there ever a
and bag
point?
are still in your
So
room.
Estelle is voiced in certain aspects. I guess scope-wise, it was like voicing all of her dialogue was sort of out of scope.
Yeah. And I think there was like we didn't like we wanted you to feel like Estelle, and we didn't want Estelle to be chattering all the time because she was already chattering every time you picked up something. So it just was like
A lot of Estelle.
instead of you. Yeah, and we found that like in games where you have to pick an option anyways, and then it like reads the option and the option isn't exactly what the person imagined when they like click that option is one of the most frustrating things.
I've lost.
Or you'll be like, "No, thank you," and then the person's like, "No, F you, I hate you." And you're like,
That's not what I
"Whoa."
picked.
That's not what I wanted to say. Yeah.
That's fair. The old Mass Effect problem.
Yes.
Yeah, we talk about scope a lot, especially with this game. But I think
Look at us.
between the journal, the photography, and the voice and the sound recording, that is an insane amount of player choice for a game that's pretty linear.
There we were. We'll always be right here.
And the branching isn't to change your choices necessarily for most of it. It's to change what you learn from people. And that's sort of like with relationships as a whole. The things that I ask Colin is usually cat related. And I know a bunch about their cats because of that.
Yep.
But that's the example of it. It's like you choose what sort of relationship you have with people by what you ask them and engage them with.
I just performed a ritual with my mom. The moment has passed, but I'll record it in these pages for you, for the future.
And then we get to decorate.
Yeah.
And we can scale and we can rotate. And then
Seeing like the different pages come in by fans was the best.
Yeah, like just this is a fun amount of like, and be able to like poke around and like get more stuff and like I'm glad you guys included some decorations you can unlock as well, just to like, oh, I need a title underline or I need a whatever. Yeah, so as soon as I finish this, it'll give me this little pan over of it.
My mom would share a memory of Dad while cooking on a walk with no warning. It knocked the wind out of me. Rituals take this grief and give it a shape and a story. Filling in this journal is a ritual too, but for a loss that hasn't hit us yet.
Like, I know all these journal things are PNGs somewhere. I would have loved to have these PNGs. It's fine. I'm fine. I'm not bitter. Any bitterness comes from just this game should have done better than it did. I think
Yes.
it was an absolutely beautiful game that I think just didn't get the right amount of attention from folks for a variety of reasons, to be honest.
Yeah, I think the bad press was too strong for the good press.
Yeah.
And the good press being like, look at how cool this game is.
Like, even adding the little tape here. So that's like, yes, I can, like, realistically, like, tape in the Polaroid.
Yeah.
It's, like, a really fun little touch. And yeah, being able to... I wish I could make these smaller. When it started, I was like, I can resize this. No, I can't. Not really.
No. It's the readability of the font size.
That's the thing. Hey, you are probably Steam Deck compatible, even if you guys didn't try to be.
Yeah, I think we are, actually. They used Season as one of the things in the Steam Deck commercials, like in Steam. Yeah, you get an image of Season, and we're like, why couldn't you just put Season's name on there as well? You're like, look how pretty it is.
But yeah, this audio recorder too.
Yeah.
Is there... I've never tried to... Can you cap out... Like, what does the audio cap out at?
I think 30 seconds?
Okay.
Yeah.
Public sleep music is a tradition of ours here. When the music ends, the village will begin to wake up.
That's a fun little idea. Like, this
There's
village
also
is so
in this
cute.
project where I traveled back to Guelph and interviewed a man who does he works with like deaf doulas and people who are dying to play strange music for them to help with like easing into the unknown with music that is unknown to them, and like how do you deal with that uncomfortable feeling. And he had the strangest instruments, and we were recording these different instruments for inspiration for just like strange but familiar sounds. So like the water harp was an example, and the water harp, if you've ever listened to it, it's if you like turn it, it changes pitch and it has like holes around the outside, and it sounds very like spooky but sad as an instrument, like it's crying.
That's fun. I'm going the wrong way. There we go. But yeah, see the picture I just took? I can immediately just sort of pop it in here. Which is great. Yeah.
Last night there was a goodbye party here in the plaza. Everyone was so afraid for me. To understand that fear.
Yeah, this plaza's so
where I grew
pretty.
up, you have to know the man standing watch over the plaza, Dr. Fournier.
Usually I would be the unstuck is. This is such a real developer option where you're just like, fuck it, put an option in the main menu to to get your character unstuck.
There's times like later on where you'll spawn on the bike in an awkward spot and you just can't move, and you're like, dang it. Yeah, this is where like you just like stare off into the unknown.
Yeah.
Imagine growing up there and just being like, I want to know.
I do have a small bug report, which is that the camera seems a little stuttery when I'm controlling it on PC, but we'll submit that as
I'll
scavengers.
report it right away.
We'll get a Jira ticket made, no problem. Someone will come fix it. Someone will be along.
Is a healing instrument.
I do think Scavengers and or Season and Ambrosia Sky do have one thing in common, which is that we're both using Unreal to sort of do something a little bit different. Like I know that I did an entire dev blog post for Season that was like how
There are 3 murals
the art
celebrating
director had
the
sort of like
King's
worked in
birth.
his style into Unreal.
Mm-hmm.
And Ambrosia's the same way. We actually have, I don't know, yeah, it would have been on one of our blog posts as well. We actually had a like XY grid thing that showed like stylized games and more like realistic games and like kind of like where the Ambrosia Sky art direction would target. And it ended up like Season was on that list, like in that image, and it was like somewhat near Season. And I was like,
That's
wait, I know
cool.
that one. We're not gonna. There's a bunch to explore in the village. We're just gonna kind of mosey on without lingering too far here.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of like, if you take pictures of all these things, I'll take a picture of this one for example. You can kind of start unlocking information about the environment you're in.
Remembering everything must be painful.
Mhm.
We mark the
Who
day
knew
Dr.
about used
Fumio
to so many
cured
people
memory
here?
excess.
Yeah, that I always think about with like when you have like thought loops, especially when you have anxiety
Mm-hmm.
and you can't get your brain to stop, and you're like, why am I here? Why am I thinking about this thing from when I was like 6 in
Mhm.
elementary school and I peed my pants? Why?
So you can kind of see there are like prompts here that I can be using to fill in this. I'm not going to just this particular moment, but
We got a bike to get, man.
we got a bike to get. We got. I'll put in a couple quotes. Yeah, usually when I was doing my playthrough, I was definitely spending a lot of time like in each environment and like making my journal look pretty.
There's the fishing rod.
There's the fishing rod.
Poor Pate. Just off the side of a mountain.
Loves fishing, no fish.
Caro Village
I
was
put that
founded
on the
during
wall.
the Medieval. Much later,
I wrote that.
Fumio arrived and remade it in his image. This flower means you're in my thoughts. The morning after the search was called off for Dad, our doorstep was covered in them.
I got to work with a lot of the history of the world and the different seasons. So we had this timeline, and then as you go through the game, you discover different things from the different seasons. So then you can be like, okay, the season of modernity was this. The season or the old days was this, and this is what happened then, and what caused the collapse. Also, originally, when you used to leave this gate, Pate would like slide out and be like, wait, I need to talk to you. And you're like, hi, Pate. And he wasn't animated, so he was just this terrifying little creature.
Yes.
Just.
Okay. How to
God.
leave home.
I was gonna say,
My
does
daughter.
Pate in this game? Do you ever see him?
Find a
You
sacred
do
square
in
of life. Lay
a
down
memory
so you have the dirt at
where
your back.
he talks about his dream.
Oh right, yes, I do remember that.
Yeah. And this poem's one of my favorite things in the game.
Yeah, we'll just let this
Close
play.
your eyes. Close everything. Do you see for yourself? You see for the dead, for the unborn. Do you listen for yourself? You listen for the dead, for the unborn. Your ancestors are in that dirt. All the living and all the dead are holding you up. Now, stand. They're still there, aren't they? It's time to move, to entangle yourself everywhere with everyone. So the next time you lay down in the dirt, you will have so much more to tell them.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Season, the soundtrack came out on vinyl, right?
It did.
Yeah.
It did.
I never got it. I need to Who sold it? Who'd you guys partner with?
I think Stephen Dorian might have printed it himself. He was our
Wild.
music guy. Yeah. The bike shop.
Wild.
So when I was the community manager for season, I got a bike from my professor that she was getting rid of. And I had this like dream where I was like, I'm gonna remodel this bike and I'm gonna repaint it and I'm gonna film it all for season and we're gonna use it for content. And then January 2021 happened, and social shut down, and I still have the bike. In its half-finished form.
Amazing. I also, I did a similar thing. I'm also working on Green Hearth Necromancer with Silverstring Media, and I was like, I'm gonna do a whole thing where I'm gonna get a bunch of like bulbs and dirt, and I'm gonna grow things on my back porch, and I'm gonna make it for content. And then I planted everything way too late, and nothing grew.
Oh no!
Oh, and then also raccoons and squirrels dug up all the bulbs. So it was a losing battle. We have.
That's rough, buddy.
We have a hello in chat to you, Meg, from.
Yeah, CJ.
Yeah.
CJ worked on BioShock with me.
Aha.
Yeah. We were world building buddies.
Amazing.
Which was hilarious because CJ has so much information on the world and just history. And he would just be like, and this was happening in this point in time, and this was happening in this point in time, and this, and I would get a history lesson, and then we would like fit stuff from the game into the history lesson, and it was wild.
I remember we took a few marketings. We wanted to take some marketing swings with season that we never really got a chance to. But I think the one where Kate got a weren't we in a bicycle magazine?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a bicycle magazine. At one point we had a band come to us and say, hey, we really like the idea of season, can we write you a song for season? And Scavenger said no, which I was like, you gotta say yes, all the fans of this band, and they might just buy the game because they love this band.
Yeah, and the band, yeah.
Yeah, and put it in the credits. I don't care where you put it.
Yeah,
like, nope.
Like that's what Mass Effect 1 did. The M4 fonts, which is a great song at the end credits there.
Yeah. Well, you didn't do influencer bundles. They were too expensive.
Yeah, we talked about that for a long time. We did a lot of research into influencer bundles. I know we wanted to partner with the tea place at some point.
Tea by Daniel, who's a black-owned business in Brampton, and he like served tea to now the King of England at one point, and he was helping us like figure out how to make different teas for the different characters. So the idea is sometimes you went through their story, you would have like a tea for Koshi or a tea for your mom, and it was supposed to like put you in that space. But yeah, it all just blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, as with all the things.
Yeah.
I do enjoy don't bother trying to visit Caro. It simply isn't that kind of location.
Yeah. Oh man, there's a letter around the corner that's really good.
Yeah, this is what I'm making my way towards.
Yes.
The one you wrote, right?
Tragedy beyond anything.
Yeah, I think I did.
Is it this one? No, not this one.
No. See, that one's reasonable. That's a reasonable letter to send.
Yeah.
The letter never moved. The season before this one, the war, seems so horrible.
Letter we're thinking of is
this
a little
one?
rude.
Yes. Dear Cornelius, I've thought it over and I have to tell you, the name you picked for your baby, it is terrible. Please do not go forward with it. I pray this letter reaches you in time. Yours, Dorino.
Don't do it!
Don't do it. The letter did not reach them in time, apparently.
I never reached them. This poor baby somewhere. Terrible name.
Spoiler alert. That's no, that'd be too. I was like, I was like, that's Pate's dad. Don't name your child Pate. Although we have some cows in this game that have also have some interesting names. The names in this game are interesting.
They're fun.
Scattershot. Yeah.
They're fun.
That poor baby.
Yeah, we've had one of the cows was named God, I think at one point. We've changed
Yeah.
that, right?
There
You changed that?
Yeah. Oh my god, that was an argument.
Yeah.
So lore about Meg is at one point I took a religion course out of spite because my then boyfriend at the time kept telling me that we couldn't do XYZ because of Christianity. And it was just like really silly stuff. So I ended up taking this course in university on religion, and it was about Judaism and Christianity and Islam. It was a really cool course, and I'm glad I took it. But I learned in it that like if you put like a capital G, it's the name of God, and if it's a lowercase g, it's like for polytheistic religions.
Okay.
So it's like the god of war is lowercase. If you put God, then it is Christianity's God or a monotheistic God.
Gotcha.
So going through this entire game, I was having this problem where they just kept capitalizing every god that came along, and it's a polytheistic religion in this world. So I'm like, you can't do that. It's you can't grammar. You can't do it. And they were like, oh, why not? It's blah, 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 it's a title. No, it's not. And then they named the cow god, and I'm like, you can't have the Christians are gonna be mad at us. Hindus gonna be mad. Everyone's gonna be mad at us. So then his name, I killed God, basically.
Got it.
Yeah, that's the end of the story.
Yeah. Attack and dethrone God. I'm just having fun decorating the.
I ramble about different forms of grammar for religion.
Yeah. I'm also with CJ and Chad. I'm with you. Pate is a fine name. I just of all the names that we've seen in the game so far, I was like, that feels like one someone might have tried to talk someone else out of. I also like it. Okay. Well, we're coming up at the end of our segment, Meg. Yeah, it was. I wanted to at least get to that letter.
If you ride down the hill really fast, you can pet a goat.
Oh yes, I will 1,000%. Or yes. Not this way.
That's a bench.
That's a bench. Boop, 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 boop. Like the bike riding feels good. Oh, there we go. I'm good.
Oh, jeez. Another silly task I had at one point was all of these posts in Unreal. Unreal said that they all had to have unique IDs.
Oh,
so it would be poll 1, poll 2, poll 3, and it would show up as an error if they didn't have a unique name.
Oh,
so I was going through and putting them all in manually, and at one point, Anto, who was a programmer, just rolled over because he sat beside me, and he went, "You know, I could just make a tool to do that for you." I'm like, I've been doing this for a week.
Oh no.
Every item in the game. And then he took it away from me, and I was like, thank God. That was awful. So, moral of the story, talk to your programmers. They're very nice.
Yeah. Yeah, for context also for folks, so just past this sequence here, you end up in Chiang Valley. And I think it was like, as soon as we would get to Chiang Valley, the original like the first vertical slice, I remember the first playable build of the game sort of ended when you got to Chiang Valley. And that's as much as I saw of the game before it came out.
Go to the left. You'll find the goats. We love the goats.
I didn't see any of Chiang Valley until I played the game this year.
The first time petting an animal. I think it went pretty well.
Okay, now we have to wait.
That time it felt off. I guess I had beginner's luck before.
Oops.
now I got it back. I'm in control. I can easily pet certain four-legged animals.
Oh, amazing. Is there one more dialogue? No, okay.
Nope, that's it.
That was it. We got 3. Well, which makes sense. There are 3 goats.
Yes.
So yes, it made sense. The real
Yeah,
thing to do
you-
would have to do them all individually, but
Yes, but you just showed.
I
love
just
to one
decided
goat in
to
particular.
really pet that one goat in particular.
This one's got cool hair.
Yeah, the goats are good.
Yeah. They don't care. Real goats are way more panicky.
Oh god, yeah. Okay. Well, I think we'll leave it off there. This is a absolutely gorgeous game that I think more people should play. If you haven't, it is on PC and PS5. Did you guys ever do any other ports?
No,
Okay.
unfortunately. I think if we had continued as like a studio of a large capacity, Switch was going to be
Yeah, that
one
makes
that
sense.
we really wanted to get on because I think sales would have been really good on Switch.
Yeah.
But at its version like this, it was too thick to go on the Switch.
That makes sense. If only the Switch 2 would probably handle it a bit better now.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
It's on
Which
Steam
is
Deck, so
hilarious,
it's like it's on a Switch-esque device.
Yes, it is.
So you can
Pretty
still,
on Steam Deck.
Yeah, you can still go on your little bike ride and play Season, which was I think
What about
also a thing we
memory?
talked about at some point. We were like, we should do bike things.
Yeah, there were so many people on the team who love biking,
Yeah.
and we were like, oh, we'll just send everyone like off on their bikes, and they can go take pictures and keep journals, and then we could share that stuff, and then,
Yeah.
yep.
Oh well.
Season, all the lost opportunities.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, it's a beautiful game. I think more people should play it if you haven't already. And Meg, thank you for joining me on this little trip down memory lane. As we,
It's fun hanging out.
yeah, as we play through the beginning of Season, the only part we do for a really long time.
We knew it really, really
Yeah,
well.
knew this part really well. Yeah.
Mr. Lotto.
Okay.
Tired.
Thanks everyone for watching this segment. We are going to be back in a few minutes with, I think, potentially a couple special guests. At the very least, I will be torturing. Torturing is possibly the right word. I will be torturing my fellow coworker Joel, who is a former Bethesda developer. We are going to be playing Skyrim, and I have installed 70 mods, mostly from the joke category on Nexus, and surprising him with a bunch of mods. And every mod he spots, we're going to donate some more money to Extra Life as well. So stay tuned for that segment, because that'll be chaos and possibly demonetize us. We'll see what happens. Not that matters. We're not a content creator. We're a development studio. So thank you for watching, and we'll be back in a few minutes. Thanks, Meg, again. We'll see ya.
Thanks. Bye, guys.
Oh no, now I can't find where my mouse is, so I can end the stream.
Bye.
There it is. Okay. See you soon.